Hello, you fucks. Welcome to John Solo's Beer Brigade. I'm John Solo. You are not. This is little Alyssa Gramling. Welcome to the Ramblin Gramling Show.
I'm tired.
Yeah?
Again.
I kind of am too. Hey, guess who has two thumbs and totally recorded a sample in advance?
Did you?
No. I knew it was on my docket yesterday.
I reminded you.
I know. It's no worries. I can pretend like I recorded it. That's what I'm going to do. That's my plan.
Okay.
It's going to be awesome. So, we have a huge show in store for you today. There's a bunch of new releases. By the way, that's what we do here. We cover all the audiobook releases of the week. Little Alyssa Gramling covers what she listened to or read at the end of the show. She has a bullet rating system. There's potassium involved. It's wonderful.
Yeah.
Yeah, something like that. For some reason, Alyssa was trying to pin me this morning. I don't know why.
No, I pinned myself.
Oh, so you read a book. Okay.
No.
Anyways,
oh my gosh.
Yep.
I'm tired.
Yeah, I know. It's all right. Just keep up. The jokes are going to keep coming. Hey-o.
Hey-o.
Yeah, well, you keep pinning. Anyways, our first release of the week. Look at this.
Wow.
We've got Resolution Trackers, Book 3 by Little Patty Logan, narrated by Chorizo himself, Michael Dean. After that, we had
Demon and the Raven, Raven of the Woods, Book 2 by Mary Colmay, narrated by Greg Tremblay.
You said it right. Look at that. Dancing with the Devil, Assassins to Order, Book 5 by J.P. Sale and Lisa Oliver, narrated by Lil Kevy Earlywine. Then we had another from Lil Kevy Earlywine.
Yeah, same author, same series. Conrad, Paranormal, well, maybe not. Paranormal Shifter Romance, Assassins to Order Book 4. Okay, same series. By J.P. Sale and Lisa Oliver, and narrated by Little Kevy Earlywine.
Call me crazy, but I think you should listen to Conrad first, then go to Dancing with the Devil.
Of course.
After that, we had Husky Love. Yeah, that makes sense. That man has far too little fur on his clothes for having a husky, by the way. A friend of Gaynor Beach Animal Rescue, written by Gabby Gray, narrated by Michael Fennell. Gaynor Beach. That's great. Yeah. Then we had
Felix, Elite 8 Studios, Book 6 by Amy Sanders, narrated by Nick J. Russo.
Then we had A Touch of Maple by Amy Aslin, narrated by Aaron Hawkinson, something like that. After that, we had a sample that I totally recorded in advance here. Kick back and relax. I guess I will not mute my microphone this time. Hello, you fucks. Welcome to John Solo's Beer Brigade. I'm John Solo, and I totally recorded this sample in advance. This is for Dragon's Revenge. This would be Irresistible Dragons book. What book is it? What number? 7. Book 7. Now, this is actually a spinoff from Irresistible Omegas, which is a 10-book series that's been out on audio for quite a while. In fact, I think it's in 3 bundles now or something like that. This one is going to continue on. You do need to at least listen to the other Irresistible Dragons books in advance. There's a lot of characters. By my last track, I think 150, somewhere in there. There's a lot of characters going on. Anyways, I'm going to clear my throat because I've come in it. Here we go. Oliver is worried he's ruined any... Oh, by the way, it's Nora Phoenix. Oliver is worried he's ruined any chance of a relationship between Adar, Delton, and him. One moment of not thinking, one moment of saying too much, and he betrayed Delton's confidence and Adar's trust in him. Can this ever be repaired? Hope sparks in Oliver as Delton decides to stay rather than leave the pack, and Adar seems determined to build at least a friendship with Delton. Slowly, the three are making progress, growing closer, but Adar has vowed to avenge Oliver. And when he gets a chance to fight the man who inflicted so much pain on Oliver, he takes it. When Dempsey fights dirty, does Adar stand a chance? Meanwhile, the pack struggles with their alpha's disappearance in Arctic Sweden. That's fun to say. Arctic Sweden. Will Reen make his way home to his pack and his family? Dragon's Revenge is the 7th book in the Irresistible Dragon series, a series that needs to be read or listened to in order, or it won't make much sense. Please do mind the trigger warnings. The book ends with an HEA, but the series itself, I assure you, will continue. Thank you very much for having me. I'm glad I recorded this in advance. Woohoo! Hi, just me over here, living by the seat of my pants, which have holes in them. Anyways, thank you for asking me to record that in advance. I do appreciate it. Next, we had The Director, the Manhandled series, book 3, by August Jones, narrated by Dane Anderson, Theo Sinclair, and Nick J. Russo. Then we had
Bittersweet Sweet series, book 2 by Joan Vassar, narrated by Sean Kristen and Trey Taylor.
Then we had Devilish, Park Avenue Kings, book 2 by Ella Frank, Brooke Blaine, narrated by Sean Masters and Liam DeCosmo. After that,
Balance, Oakley's Crew, book 2 by Nicole Dykes, narrated by Tim Page and Liam DeCosmo.
I thought that was Dix.
No.
Just checking. I suppose it's really the opposites. Dykes don't like Dix.
No.
After that, we had He's to Die For, a novel by Eric Dunn, narrated by Sid Sager, or Cigar. Then we had
Jen and Sin, Last Call, book 2 by Mia Monroe, narrated by Michael Dean and Nick DeRusso.
Then we had The Prez, Devil's Mayhem MC, book 3 by R.S. McKenzie, narrated by Noah B. Perez and Jace Hunter. After that,
we have a couple of Christmas books, apparently. Mingle All the Way by Hayden Hall, narrated by Kai Rubio.
And The X in Xmas, I think that was a Kiss song. Mulligan's Mill, book 4 by Robin Knight, narrated by Gabriel McKnight. Then
Rumor Has It, Longwood U, book 1 by Kriya Reeton, narrated by Devin Ryder and Zachary Zaba.
After that,
yay!
Woohoo! Angel of Death, an MM Vampire X Necromancer paranormal romance by Stella Rainbow. That's an interesting. I wonder if, did the parents plan her profession in advance? Or, by Stella Rainbow, narrated by Joel Leslie. Then the last release of the week. Here we had.
You've got jokes this week. Yeah. Dauntless Summer, Harmony of Seasons by Emmeline Strange, narrated by Lance West.
If you cheat on your spouse, some people would say that you're getting some strange. That's one. That's a term. Maybe it's an Ohio thing. Not that I promote any of that, by the way, not at all. But you're getting some strange. That's. Anyways, we're also an educational show. Now, finally, for what little Alyssa Gramling listened to this week, I will flip
Not
the graphic
this week,
over.
but 2 weeks ago, and I'm just
timing matters,
it.
Right? Here we go. I do like the cover on this one.
Yes, You Are Not My King.
I know.
By Aaron Hawk, narrated by Darcy Stark and Zane Daniels. I gave it what did I give it? 5 bullets. Ruben is a human who accidentally is abducted by aliens and taken to a planet with lizard people. And Boak, I don't remember. It's a weird name. Is their king. There is one other human on that planet. In that, it was weird. It's first time listening to that author, Aaron Hawk, but also first time listening to Darcy Stark. And I will definitely be listening to more of his narrations because he was amazing. And of course, Zane Daniels, we all know and love. But yeah, this was an amazing book. It made me laugh and made me cry. I cried a few times. And it's a series, is a multi-author series. And the next book from this series should be out next week.
What's your opinions on lizard people? I mean, did you like them? Did you not like them?
Um, they were okay.
They were okay.
They were okay.
You would think
Somebody.
I mean, the forked tongue could, well, it could go both ways.
Mm. Yes, that.
Yeah. I would imagine the forked tongue plays into it in some
Oh,
regard.
it does.
Yeah.
Oh, it does. Yes.
I would
Majorly.
I would bet so. I would have a hard time with lizard person because, well, for instance, my wife has a hard time regulating her temperature, like her body temperature, especially in bed, like it's hot and cold and hot and cold. But lizards, they can't regulate their temperature really at all. So that would be an issue for me.
Calling Jody a lizard?
I'm not, and she totally does not have a forked tongue. I'm just trying to relate to the story here. Anyways.
Okay.
Well, that would just be difficult at night. You grabs the covers and the covers on and off. That lizard would have the covers the entire time. Thank you for putting all this together. I appreciate it very much. You did a great job. I'm glad that you found a new narrator to you, which is awesome. I'm also glad that you're not one of those horrible racists that are against lizard people. So sounds like you had a good time.
It was a really good book.
Good.
I will be definitely re-listening to it in the future.
Awesome. Have fun. Enjoy your week. Have fun, everyone. Thanks for hanging out with us once again. Good luck. I can't wait to hear what sort of animal fetish Alyssa gets into next week. It'll be a lot of fun.
No animals this next week.
No animals were harmed in the listening to that. Anyways, have fun. We will see you all next week. Bye. Ta-da!